Former loan manager Sylvia Yamas has poured over all types of loans for decades in the banking industry, but believes student loans to be one of the worst to acquire.
The President of the United States can help students now and students that are in debt right now by reducing the interest rates.
Although Yamas backs Obama's plan to cap payments, she attributes the worst part of student loans to their sky-high interest rates.
The interest rates are practically 7%. You can get a 15-year fixed mortgage at 3.5%. If you want to help all students now that are in debt and future students, reduce the interest rate to 3% now.
Obama underlines in his recent announcement that graduates who reliably make monthly payments for 20 years after graduation are then qualified under the program to have their residual balance forgiven. University of Michigan student Shannon McLaughlin doesn't believe the student loan forgiveness to be the best direction to take in helping students out.
I disagree with President Obama's proposal. I think if you're going to borrow money, you should be required to pay it all back, whether it takes a couple years, 10 years. I don't think it's a good message to send, like, oh, after a certain amount of time, you don't have to pay it anymore.
Obama's student loan program is set up in a way that wouldn't penalize students who aim to continue their education, a move that McLaughlin backs.
I think there's more flexibility about maybe of changing some paying thing where, yeah, you get a more time depending on what your goals are and what your plan is.
From her dorm room at Adrian College, student Samara Tumanung was thrilled to hear of Obama's new proposal, but questions the fate of the leftover money that would be forgiven after the initial 20 years.
I love that as a student, but are taxes going to be raised, or what's going to happen to cover that? Not just free money. It has to come from somewhere.
While the student debt issue cannot be solved overnight, lowered payments and payment forgiveness after a shortened amount of time are two proposals that might just help our country's struggling students. The first step is to recognize that students and recent graduates are facing difficult decisions in this time of rising tuition prices, a step that is sure to be repeated again in next year's presidential campaigns and hopefully in next week's Republican debate on the economy at Oakland University.